Hi guys! Julia and Negan are coming on the 28th of February, and as you can see in this footage here, we're getting some of the original versions of the stages in Tekken 7 too, so that's something to be excited about. But we're not here to talk about Julia today. I thought I'd leave that to some of the people who actually have some legacy knowledge of the character, but Negan is brand new, so my word is really as good as anyone's, right? So everyone, I hope you've got your shitting pants on.
I hope you got your shitting pants on.
Wait, I think that's the first time I've ever swore on this YouTube channel. Shit.
Negan.
Let's get into it. The first thing we see is this chunky knockdown punish on Steve's up forward 2. I wouldn't get too excited because Steve's up forward 2 is minus 14 on block, so this could be a 14 frame punisher. If it is 12 or 13 frames, then it looks really juicy. After this, we see an advancing stance. We never get to see any of the options from this stance, but we do see that it auto hop kicks lows. I shouldn't really call this a hop kick as he just kind of boots them in the gut, and especially with the spark on the hit of it, it looks like this launcher is going to do a lot of damage, and as you can see, it does allow for a full combo follow-up. Next, we see a back throw where he just grabs you and stabs you in the lower back. And as you can see, the Oki situation after this is that they are face down, feet towards, but there is enough distance created that you probably don't get anything too good here. Nina runs in her black leather suit and asks Negan whether he's going somewhere. She then shoots him without pulling the trigger. Negan blocks the bullet with Lucille and is angry. Shows off what is almost definitely a plus on block mid-running move. You'll be able to see here that the startup animation of Negan's next attack starts to show itself whilst Nina is still recovering from the block. He follows up with this knockdown mid that also looks very fast. This could also be his 12 or 13 frame punisher potentially. And importantly, the noise he makes when he performs this move is sick. Listen to this. After achieving this face down, feet away knockdown, Negan follows up with a running tackle. Proceeds to stab Nina in the neck and tell her it's over. This is very likely an unbreakable follow-up to a tackle, much like Yoshi's stab. Negan walks away whistling to himself contentedly. In this next sequence we see 3 moves that all use Lucille, Negan's bat. And while they kind of skip through this really quickly for effect in the trailer, I would like to say one thing about it, and I think it's really cool how Negan's moves with the bat have that hit aura that looks like blood, because it really does actually help make Negan look more brutal as a character. The first is an armoured high. It looks like it's probably quite fast, but there's really not enough to tell. The second is a bat move that comes out of a sidestep. Maybe all of these moves have 1+2 notation, right? And the third is a while rising attack. Maybe a launcher? We can't really tell, we don't get to see enough after the stun. All 3 attacks have a neutral hit spark, as well as the blood hit aura, so it's safe to assume that all 3 of these are going to do a lot of damage no matter what their other properties are.
What's the situation with G-Corp and the Zaibatsu?
Negan uses our favourite quote from Michael Murray and Harada. In the process he says shit for about the 7th time in the trailer. Next thing we see is an armoured launcher. This appears to be mid, doesn't seem to come from a stance, so we could compare it to Lily's forward 2 and assume that it's probably going to be very punishable on block. A 3-hit string which has a screw in it, and then the first of Negan's 3 rage drives. All 3 of them utilise the bat, and this first one allows a wall bounce in an airborne combo. So Negan's going to be the only character in the game that can do this. We see a follow-up 3-hit string at the wall for the wall combo. The third hit looks like it gets the 60% low wall scaling. Negan gloats.
Still there.
A slow-mo that ends up in a counter hit for this bat low of Negan's. This looks like it might come from full crouch, and on counter hit it gives a knockdown. one that he follows up with the second of his rage drives, which is one of these that gives a ground stun into a guaranteed combo. Even just this counter hit low into these two follow-up hits is probably going to give Negan pretty amazing comeback potential. This ground hitting mid that we see at the end gives a flip over into face down feet away for potentially even more Godoki afterwards. A neutral wall bounce from Negan. This looks to be a pretty fast mid, so it could actually be pretty good. Perhaps its notation is forward forward 4. Negan follows this up with his third rage drive, and this one is very reminiscent of Kuma and Panda's rage drive that throws them all the way behind Negan for a full launch combo after the wall bounce. Note that Kazuya lands with his feet towards Negan, meaning a normal front turned aerial combo. You don't have to compromise for a back turned combo here. Also note that this jumping knee that Negan uses to originally pick up this combo is the same knee that was used in this post wall bounce combo here. We obviously don't have the numbers, but I'm going to make the strong assumption that this move is going to be a very good filler in combos due to the floaty nature it has on hit, and I'm guessing it's going to do a good bit of damage. Once again, it has that neutral hit spark. We see a 2-hit string that screws and then a 3-hit string to end the combo. This looks like it will probably have decent carry and perhaps be max damage, but not give particularly good Oki or give good wall splats. Finally, we get another look at Negan's iconic rage art against Heihachi.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
And finally, we have this brilliant scene at the end where Negan insists to Harada himself that he'll be brought out in the next update, which he will on the 28th of February. All credit to Bandai Namco for another fantastic trailer, and obviously all of this footage belongs to them. I hope you all enjoyed this, guys. There's a little bit of speculation here, but usually I think my analysis of these trailers is pretty sound. I really can't wait for Julia and Negan to come. If you did enjoy this, like, comment and subscribe. I'll be making a lot of content for both of these characters when they do come. I'll see you later, guys.
See ya!